Hey everybody, it's Coach Angie here in Slothy. We're just hanging out. We got a bit sick of hanging out at home, so we thought we'd come out into the big world, but can I tell you something? We're a little bit bored. We don't know what to do, but you know, we're just hanging here waiting for some inspiration, aren't we, Slothy? Thirsty? I just had an idea. Water bottles. I guess most of us have got some water bottles getting around the house, or milk bottles, or juice bottles, plastic bottles. Slothy and I are going to find some activities to do to recycle plastic bottles. Okay guys, so I had a little look through what I've got at home in my little arts and crafts cupboard, and I found some paints. Doesn't matter what color paints you've got. We're going to do a little activity so we can learn about mixing colors, what color we get at the end, who knows, could be anything. And also, we're going to get moving and work out how we can best mix the colors. So what we need, 1 or 2 or however many empty bottles you've got. It doesn't matter what kind of bottles they are as long as they're clear and plastic with a lid that fits. The lid is really, really important because you don't want paint everywhere, okay? So we're going to be using our fingers, we're going to be using our eyes to measure, we're going to be working on our coordination to get a little bit of paint through the hole at the top of the water bottle. We're going to work together, grown-ups and children, just for safety's sake, make sure that none of it ends up in mouths or eyes or anywhere like that. So safety first, fun second. So all we need to do, take the lid off our bottle, get a little paint, squirt some in. It doesn't have to be a lot, and you get to choose what colours you're going to mix. I'm just being a little random here. I wonder what colour we'll get, and how are we going to mix it? So I've got 2 colours in this one. Can you guess what colour they'll get here? And I'll use a second bottle just because I like colour. So we'll go a little bit in there. And one of my favourite colours is red. So let's see. So the next very important step is to make sure that the lid is on tight. Do it up, check it again. And then, this is a really fun bit. We're gonna shake, 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 until we get the colors all mixed. It's not ready, shake, shake. It's not shaken properly yet. Let's try the other one. Shake, 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 shake. I'm gonna have to think of other ways to shake. Are you ready? Let's stand up and shake. Shake! Shake with your legs! Shake with your arms! Shake with your hands! So this is what we mixed up. Got a nice bright pink, kind of a purpley colour. Now, they're really pretty, but I want to see if I can get a bit more of a wet kind of thing, because I didn't put in very much paint, but I'm going to put in some water and see if that makes a difference. So this is another good activity for fine motor skills. and getting the muscles in the hands, in little hands working. Because when these muscles in little hands get used to working in that way, then they can tie shoes and hold pencils and chalk and chopsticks and cutlery and guitars and all those things, sticks, hockey sticks. So we'll give it a shake. Maybe you can make up a shaky shake song. I'd love to hear it. And guys, when you've done this at home, please send me some photos down below in the comment section. Let me know what colors you made, because maybe you've got different colors at your place. Maybe you've got greens and yellows. I don't know. Can you hear it shaking? That's why I had to put the lid on properly. Now have a look. Oh, how beautiful is that? Pinky pink and a beautiful purple. Please let me know what colors you make. I love colors. They make me very, very happy. So that is our little shake and paint experiment. Mixing colors, getting the muscles in our hands to work, hand-eye coordination, motor skills, cooperation, teamwork, and attention to detail. Please let me know how you go. I hope you have fun. Hi guys, it's Coach Angie here. I'm here in a lovely park with my friend who I call Slothy, but I'm open to you guys suggesting a name for him. I'm waiting to hear it. Put it in the comments below. The only name he can't be called is Sid. So I've had a few suggestions and I'm mulling them over. Well, we're mulling them over. Anyway, Slothy and I, we've been trying to get creative. We drink a lot of water because it's good for us. And when we're at home, we drink out of a glass, but sometimes when we're out, we have to buy water in a bottle. So we're left with an empty water bottle. And we're thinking, we could probably use water bottles for something really cool. Now, you could use milk bottles, you could use juice bottles, any clear plastic bottles. In fact, they don't have to be clear for this little fun exercise. I've got a couple of bottles here. Slothy's helping me. Isn't he a good help? So we're going to make some instruments today so that we can make some noise. Shake, shake, shake. And this little exercise is going to teach us how to use our hands. We're going to build the muscles in our hands and get them used to moving around. And we also have to concentrate and put things in a small hole. And then we're going to go for a little walk and have a little collect and see what we can find. So I had a look in my cupboard and I asked the other grown-ups in my house. So it's very important to have a grown-up with you when you do this one. And I found that we had some beans in our house, and it didn't matter if I borrowed some. Can you see them? They're dried beans. Now you could use rice as well, or even pasta, but you really need to talk to an adult about how much you can use and what you've got. In fact, if you are doing this, you must have an adult with you, because small things can get into small places that aren't so good for kids, right? I think the grown-ups know what I'm talking about. Noses, that kind of thing. So, I'm going to get some beans. If I was at home, I'd put them in a bowl. I don't have a bowl with me, but my hand can work as a bowl just as well. What we're going to do is one at a time, just put them in, okay? Can you hear the sound they make? This is a great exercise for small hands to do, because you can't just chuck them in there. You have to be quite precise. Slothy's a great help, isn't he? Okay, that's one. Now, I don't want to put beans in both of them because I think nature could provide us with something as well. So I'm going to take my second bottle. Slothy, would you please look after the beans for me? You would? Good lad. And we're going to come for a walk over here and see what we can find that's small enough to fit in here. And that's cool enough to make a sound. What do you think? I think there's a patch over here of stuff that we might be able to find. Here's some rocks. I think they're too big. Yep, too big. Okay. How about, oh, can you see this? Here's some rocks. It fits, hooray! And another one. Yes. Is this one going to, no. All right, we'll leave that there for another project. Another one. And look, there's little ones. We can get all different colors, all different sizes. If the rock doesn't fit, we'll put it down, okay? So we'll just get a couple more. You can have as many as you want. You can fill your whole bottle up to about there. We can't fill it all the way because you'll need some space for them to move around. Oh, isn't nature great? Providing us with all of these little cool things. And then when we finish with them, we can just put them back where we found them, because that's the right thing to do. Oh, lots of rocks. This is like a little rock patch. This is great. Do you know, this is the kind of place I'd love to go get my toy cars and come back and drive them around. Or my toy dinosaurs. Oh, because these would be like boulders for ants, wouldn't they? Can you see? Into the hole. It's sounding good already. Okay, I think just a couple more. Right, we're going to go back to Slothy and we're going to see what we can do with these. Okay, we're back with Slothy. He did a great job looking after our first bottle. Here's our one with rocks. Here's our one with seeds. Make sure the lids are on. And we're going to pick them up. Can you hear the different sounds? Beans, rocks. How cool is that? So we can make music. We can make rock sounds. Kids, you're going to have to work out what your sounds are called. And when you have worked it out, could you please get somebody to help you write down in the comments what you're using your little shakers for? Are you going to scare the birds off your vegetable patch? Or maybe every time the doorbell rings, you'll be doing this? I don't know. You guys have got imaginations that are amazing. So let me know how you go. And I've got another use for these as well coming up soon. So when you recycle your bottles, keep them somewhere safe, because I'll show you a way to use them all at once very soon. Hey guys, Coach Angie here with another great use for a recycled bottle. You could use whatever bottles you like. The clearer ones are great because they're going to let you see what's inside, and that's what I'm using today. So I've started with some water in the bottom of my water bottle, and we're just going to take a little walk around and build ourselves maybe a little garden or like a little snow globe, but not a snow globe. So we're going to collect some stuff, put it in there, see what floats, see what sinks to the bottom, find out if there's patterns in there. I don't know what we're going to find, but let's have a little walk. I think we're going to start over here in the playground. Can you see something cool that we could put in there? Do you think the swings will fit in my bottle? What do you think? We can try. Maybe the seesaw, yeah? Rightio. I'm going to start with some sand. I'm choosing sand because I used to live at the beach and I miss it, and I really like sand. So I am just pouring it in. What's happening? Is it floating? How much fun is this? It doesn't matter if I make a mess, right? Because I'm outside anyway. Shall we put a little bit more in? Feels nice going through your hands, doesn't it? Now, I had a look around before I started doing this, and I made sure that there was nothing sharp that shouldn't be in the sand that I would put into my hands or into my feet. So it's a really good idea to do that, because sometimes there's things that we don't want that are left lying around. Sometimes by cats and dogs too, if you know what I mean. So, oh, it's looking a little murky, isn't it? But the sand is at the bottom. So most of it didn't float, it sank to the bottom. Sand must be heavy. How about that? And now, next to the sand, I've just found a stick that I really, really like. Can you see? It's got bark on it, it's beautiful, different colors. And I think it's a little bit long, but I'm gonna put it in there. Oh, I can't put it in there. I'm gonna have to find another stick. Sorry, stick, I'll have to find something else to do with you. We can just put it back where it was. How about this stick? This is a much smaller stick, can you see? It's got little tiny branches on it. It's nice and good shape. I think this is a very satisfying stick for me. I like the smoothness of it. And it will fit in the hole. Does it float or does it sink? Can you see? It kind of sits on the bottom and stands up at the top. Very, very good. I've got some bushes over here. I wonder if there's any seeds or flowers or dinosaurs. Let's have a look. Look. Beautiful leaves everywhere. Different colors. Different lengths. There's a few that are stuck together. They're interesting. Can I get them in? You might have to roll them up to get them in. That's all right. Whoop. And what else did I just see? Oh, can you see what this is? That's bark. Bark from the branch on the tree. That can go in as well. How are we looking? That's really interesting, isn't it? It'd be good to have some colours in there though, wouldn't it? What can I see? Here's a nice orange leaf. I like that one. That's really pretty. Put him in the hole. Very good. Oh, nice white rocks. Are these going to float or are they going to sink? What do you reckon? Oh, what happened? Can you see it? He kind of disappears, doesn't it? One of the fun things about this is if you make it and then you let it sit down for a couple of hours without touching it, the water might become clear again and you'll be able to see all of the pretty little white rocks that went in. Hopefully. What else can I see? Oh, can you see what that is? It's a little seed pod. So that must have come off this tree. In fact, if you have a look here, can you see those? They're still on the tree. So I'm going to leave them there, but I'm going to see if I can find some more on the floor. They're kind of camouflage. They kind of blend in. But if you look carefully, I've got 3 here. Can you see? 1, 2, 3. Those 2 are stuck together. How cute are they? They can come in. And this one. He's a cutie too. In you go with your friends. Ah! Very good. And look, I really like sticks. I don't know if you can tell, but this one's really cool. It's a bit like a road, isn't it? So you're driving along, driving along, driving along. Oh, now, do I go this way or do I go this way? Kind of like a road. Do you know what? It's going to go this way. In we go, and he can stick out the top a little bit. That's okay. How's it looking, guys? Can you see that it's starting to get clear in the water? And maybe you can see right down the bottom. And some of these things are floating. So the leaves are floating, the seed pods are floating. So just remember, when we're doing this exercise, we're not pulling leaves off trees or bushes. We're not putting any animals in here. We're finding what nature's left us on the floor. Because even though it might look like it's just gone to waste, we can use it for all sorts of exciting stuff. I wonder. Oh, I can see some green leaves that have fallen off the tree. So maybe we should get a couple of greens to put in there. Over this way, let's go. Look at this branch. It must have fallen down in the wind. That's what happens sometimes. No big deal. Do you know what kind of tree this is? It's a eucalyptus tree or a gum tree. I wish you could smell it. I just bent that over. It smells so good. Slothy would love it. Except he might try to eat it and that's not good for humans. So we'll put a little green leaf in there. Oh, here's a nice long one. How about that one? That's a beauty. In we go. Oh. So how's that looking? Can you see the different colors, the different textures? Some things are floating, some things go from bottom to top. There's our little rocks, our sand on the bottom and the water. So I kept my lid. I'm going to put my lid on tightly. So have a look at it because it's been sitting. And do you know what we could do? Shake, 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 shake. How about that? Hours of fun, guys. I'd really love to see what you've done with your little bottle with some water in it. So if you want to send me some photos or a video, please do down in the comments below. And next time I see you, I'm going to have a little activity that we can do with all of our empty water bottles and some that we filled up as well. So stay tuned and have a good day. Okay guys, we're all set up. Can you guess what we're doing today? 10-pin bowling, that's right. So, you can see what I've done, but just as Slothy was about to have his first go, uh-oh, not quite disaster, but something that we need to talk about. These bottles are empty, so the wind just blew them over. Can you think of something we can put in? You might notice that we've got rocks in this one, beans in this one, some paint and water in these ones. But they're empty, so they're light. Got any ideas? You guys are so clever. You could put sand, you could put rocks, but today I'm going to put water in my extra bottles. So give me a sec, I'll go fill them all up. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, and I'll be right back. So now we've put some water in. I didn't fill them all the way, so we'll experiment. And also you might notice that, uh-oh, I lost the lids on some. So if, like me, you don't have the lids, that's not a problem. You just need to be really careful where you do this, because if you do this in the house with no lids and you put water on the floor, I don't think it's going to be very cool. But if you do it outside, then it's probably not such a big deal. But just remember, we live in Australia and water is precious here. So if you can use this water to put in your dog's bowl afterwards, or put on some pot plants, that would probably be a really good recycling trick to use, okay? So we're all set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's bowl. Okay guys, so bowling is really simple and it's something that you can do anywhere, and you know, you can use what you've got. So what we really need is a ball, but you can make your own ball out of tin foil, or you could use a tennis ball. It doesn't have to be like this one. This one I just happen to have, and it's a nice bright color, and we all know I like bright colors, right? So it doesn't matter if it's a big ball or a little ball, use what you've got. What we really need is a flat surface that's not got bumps, or it's not on an angle, so up or down, and that it's a safe area to play, so there's nothing sharp or broken. And I've just used chalk to make myself what we call a lane. So the ball that I'm rolling needs to be between these two lines. I've given Slothy a slightly closer starting point because he's only little, so he gets to be closer to the end where we want the balls to go, and my starting point is behind me. And really the goal is to roll the ball, not throw the ball, roll the ball, towards our pins at the end there, our water bottles or whatever you've got. They don't have to be water bottles, but I just thought it was a fun recycling trick, especially because we've been using them in the last few videos that we've done together. So we're going to roll the ball and we're going to try and knock over as many of those water bottles as we can. And we get 2 goes and then it's the next person's go. So if you've got family or friends that you're going to play this with, everyone can take turns and help each other by picking up the pins and collecting the ball. And if it's just you, you can play against yourself. Or maybe you've got a cat that wants to come and hang out with you, or your pet pony. I don't know. I'm just joking about that. So shall we give Slothy the first go because he's the smallest one here? He thinks so. Okay, let's go. Good luck, Slothy. Would you like some help? I'm going to help him. Okay, so put his little feet on his little starting point. He's going to hold the ball and he's going to roll it. Woohoo! Yes, Slothy! Gosh, this is so much fun, guys. Have you noticed, right, that sometimes you hit the same bottle every time? Or maybe some of them are more easy to push over than the others. Can you work out why that might be? I'd be very interested to find out. And also, this ball is very soft. It's really light. So maybe if you use a heavier ball or a smaller ball, there's so many different ways we can play this game. So please have a go, have some fun, and let me know in the comments about how you get on and what you discovered, my little scientist 10-pin bowling friends. Until next time, stay active, stay strong, and have some fun. See ya.